Well, Portland is now just 13 days away from making a historic shift to a strong city administrator form of government. It's what voters approved back in 2022. It officially takes effect January 1st, but it's such a huge change, the city is going to begin experimenting with this on July 1st. Here's a quick review. Voters in Portland have said enough of the antiquated form of government we've had for more than 100 years. It allowed the 4 commissioners and the mayor to actually run specific bureaus in the city. And that did not work so well. The structure allowed the bureaus to become walled off from each other, creating silos, controlled only by that commissioner. They didn't have to play nice with other city bureaus or even listen to the direction of the mayor. But that will change officially January 1st of 2025. And long before that, like July 1st, the city will start that soft launch of the new system. Under the new system, nearly all the bureaus are grouped into 6 areas, overseen by deputy city administrators, and then above them, a city administrator. And that city administrator will report to the mayor. City leaders believe the new system will be streamlined and much more efficient as city workers start to play nice with each other and to cooperate across bureaus. And today at a news conference, Mayor Ted Wheeler said he hopes the current city council members will now shift their attention to helping residents with issues because they'll have more time. He calls it constituent services.
But the way constituent services will now work is that people will call either the bureaus through the helplines that are currently established, or they may reach out to an individual commissioner and say, hey, we have a problem located over here in our neighborhood and we really need help. The commissioner then can choose to either turn that issue over to the deputy city administrator and the interim city administrator, or they could choose to help lead on that project, meaning they would continue to advocate for that constituent who is called and asked for service, and they would work with me, they would work with Michael, they would work with their DCAs to troubleshoot those issues. So we really want to increase our efforts around constituent services.
All right, we'll be watching. It'll be interesting to see if that actually happens. It does appear the current members are going to have some extra time on their hands. Wheeler said he thinks with the new unsiloed city government, things are also going to happen faster because city workers will need to work together.
I think you're going to see them, and we're identifying areas, but I think you're going to see more collaboration and quicker response to issues like specific areas around homelessness. There are some neighborhoods, for example, that have a lot of RVs currently in place. I think we'll be able to more quickly coordinate the Parks Bureau with the Transportation Bureau, with the Impact Reduction Program, with our folks at the Portland Environmental Management Office under the executive branch, than having to work with multiple commissioners' offices who oversee different vertical sleeves to make it happen. We've done a pretty good job as a council, and I want to be clear, this is not a criticism of my council. I think we've done a really good job of organizing, but I think it'll be easier, faster, and better under the new leadership. And perhaps Michael has some ideas as well.
Actually, Michael did, but another reporter was eager to ask another question, which is just fine. Michael, by the way, is Michael Jordan, the interim city administrator, who will run the place starting on July 1st. He will answer to the mayor. We've brought you several one-on-one in-depth interviews with him that I've done recently. Jordan wanted to remind you that this is a monumental shift from how Portland has done business.
The only other thing I want to say to folks is this is a big change for Portland, but we are changing from what is an anomaly in city government across the United States to what is a normal operating city government in the United States, whether it's a mayor-council form, a strong mayor form, or a council-manager form. We are moving toward that kind of an operation. It's going to be new for us. And I've said this before, changing boxes and lines on an org chart does not change culture. It does not change human behavior instantly. That will take time.
So, all right, we've heard that the city commissioners will have more time on their hands and might be able to help more residents with issues involving the city. We've also heard the mayor say he thinks the city is going to be able to move faster when it comes to dealing with things like homeless camps and other issues in the past that involved many different bureaus. And Mike Jordan says it's going to take a while for the culture to change. So there you go. 13 days until things start to change in the city of Portland. Here's hoping for the best. It's hard to imagine things getting worse. I'm excited and hopeful to see how much better things get.